From the madding crowd, Chapter 24. The same night, the fir plantation. The events in this chapter happens on the same night of the sheep-shearing dinner, the same night of Bathsheba's second declaration to Mr. Baldwood that we have read in the previous chapter. Since there wasn't a bailiff in the farm, Bathsheba dispensed herself of the duties of a bailiff, which included going round the farm at night to ensure that everything is safe and secure for the night. Hardy also mentions that almost every evening Gabriel Oak went before her, looking carefully if everything is all right. But either this is unknown to Bathsheba or she thanklessly received this. Bathsheba went round to see if the doors are closed, the farm birds are all in, and the horses are well bedded. The only sounds in the atmosphere were the munching of mouths and slow snores. It was a quiet night. There was a fir plantation near her farm, which was built to protect the premise safe from the north wind. Bathsheba's way back home after the walk is through the fir plantation. As Bathsheba was making her way home, she heard the sound of footsteps. She felt slightly scared at first, but she remembered all of a sudden that it was a public path and the footsteps could be of a traveler returning home. The sound approached her, and when the figure was about to glide past her, something tugged at her skirt and pinned it to the ground. She was thrown off her balance. It was quite dark at that time, and then she heard a masculine voice. "Have I hurt you, mate?" She said, "No." The owner of the masculine voice took her lantern to have a look at what had tugged at her skirt. In the light of the lantern, Bathsheba could see a man, shining in brass and scarlet. He was a soldier. Bathsheba was in fact expecting a sinister, devilish figure, and when she saw him in the soldier uniform, it almost transformed her expectation. It was the spur of his shoes that tugged at her skirt. They spent some time taking turns to free her skirt of the spur. They stole glances at each other for a few times. "Thank you for the sight of such a beautiful face," said the young sergeant without ceremony. He continued to compliment her. "I've seen a good many women in my time, but I have never seen a woman as beautiful as you. Take it or leave it, be offended or like it, I don't care." Bathsheba was both flattered and embarrassed. Then he introduced himself as Sergeant Troy. As soon as her skirt was free, Bathsheba went home. When she reached home, she met Liddy to ask her if she knew any soldier living in the village. Lady then said that the soldier might be Sergeant Troy, and she went on to tell that he is a doctor's son, he was brought up well, he went to Casterbridge Grammar School, he learnt all languages while he was there, and so on. Bathsheba was in a state of confusion. She was not quite sure whether Troy was insulting or complimenting her. Nevertheless, she felt interested. The chapter ends by pointing at a mistake made by Mr. Baldwood. Never once he told her that she is beautiful. It was a fatal omission of Baldwood's that he had never once told her she was beautiful. So, chapter 24 of Far from the Madding Crowd is a significant chapter because it is in this chapter that we see one of the important characters, Sergeant Troy, being introduced. We'll see more about Troy and his description, his character in the following chapters. Thank you.